fans, I'm Cameron Dobbs, and this is Canes All Access, taking you behind the scenes and into the human behind the Hurricanes jersey. So far on this show, we've had many other teams. We've had football, soccer, volleyball, basketball, and more. And today we're switching things up, bringing on a couple more Hurricanes with golf and rowing. So for starters here, we welcome to the studio today Sara Byrne with Canes Golf. Sara, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Oh, we're honored to have you on. You have been absolutely excelling in all things, and you are now fourth-year junior, is that correct?
Well, fourth year senior. I don't get a fifth year, I don't think. So.
Okay, fourth-year senior now. How does it feel going into your last year with your Hurricanes?
Mixed emotions. Absolutely love it here, but it's been an insane ride so far, and it's gone by way too quickly for my liking. So kind of mixed emotions, but absolutely loving it.
And you're absolutely killing it too. You have had a lot of success in your career here with the Canes, so congrats to you for that.
Thank you.
But I'd love to touch on this because even when your postseason with your Hurricanes, you're still succeeding a lot over the summer as well. I mean, you're going in, you've already had a tournament so far this year, but just looking at your summer resume here, Team Ireland at the 2023 European Ladies Team Championship, Irish Team Champ 2023, and the leading amateur of the 2023 KPMG Women's Irish Open. Amazing.
Yeah.
Talk to me about those tournaments.
Yeah, summer was insane. I had one of the, it was just great with golf, but I also had the most fun ever. I absolutely loved, I had no break really. I was just back-to-back tournaments, traveling around Europe, so it was just insane. And obviously playing such good golf just made cherry on top and everything. The Irish Open, the KPMG one, was probably the most special one, just because it was my first proper professional event. Obviously, I was still playing as an amateur, and then coming out with leading am as well, which was just so great. But being surrounded by my friends, my family, everyone there, it was insane. It was probably the most special experience.
That's amazing. I was just thinking, Ireland sounds so far away for us, but that's home for you, of course. Yeah. So definitely a special moment being able to have your close friends and family from back home there at those tournaments.
Yeah, because obviously, I don't really play that much in Ireland. So, a lot of my friends and family haven't seen me play golf since I was, 14 or, 13. So, having them come out and watch and, on such a big stage, too, it was so cool.
That's awesome. And speaking of big stages, you also had another one, NCAA postseason play this past season with the Canes, and obviously did a great job there. What was that experience like?
Yeah, honestly, going into postseason, after conference and then qualifying for regionals as an individual, obviously didn't get to go with my team, but it was bittersweet, obviously, but going in kind of back against the wall. If I didn't play well at regionals, that was it, my season was over. So went into regionals and played unreal golf, which was great. It was so cool to get that ticket punched for nationals as an individual this year. And then going to nationals was probably it was insane. Loads of people talk about it, going to nationals and playing that event, and I was you can't really experience the feeling until you get there. And it was just something I never ever want to miss a national championship ever again. It was just the whole atmosphere around the tournament and everyone there. It was just so cool to play in this sort of golf course that we played on too. It was insane.
Super exciting for you, and I know the play was definitely a big part of it, but I think for me, looking from the outside in, my favorite part of that tournament was seeing the support you had from your fellow student athletes.
Yeah.
They were so supportive of you, either attending, seeing you live in person, of course, leading up to that national tournament, but also just posting and sharing all about your success. Talk to me about this motley crew of a friend group, because you have the best support here with soccer, volleyball, baseball, track and field, and more athletes in this friend group of yours that are so supportive. How did this come about?
Honestly, I have no idea, but this friend group just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and it's honestly the coolest thing to be a part of. I started off rooming with volleyball players my freshman year, so that's when I kind of got friendly with a few volleyball girls, and then second semester of my freshman year, I roomed with Sky Klein on soccer. And I think that's kind of where it kicked off. So I got friendly with volleyball, I got friendly with soccer, and then we kind of everyone started to merge into kind of one group. And then obviously we got friendly with a few people on track and field and a few people on baseball, and then everything just we all just got really close, because I think as student athletes it's hard to kind of balance practicing in your social life and stuff like that, and I think we all understand that too. So yeah, we just became all really close friends, and then obviously being able to go and support each other and watch each other at games. It's a lot more fun when you know the people on the field or on the pitch, kind of playing. It's so cool. And obviously playing regionals in West Palm, a few people made the trip up, which was insane. Like, it was so cool having them there. It was just amazing. It was just such a cool experience.
It's definitely so special, and it seems like it's a Miami thing because the university as a whole has a motto called Canes Care for Canes.
We do. Canes certainly care for Canes in this instance. Yeah, no, it's so cool, and I can't thank them enough for like all the support that we just give each other. Like, we just keep pushing each other on, and I think it's so special, and I can't thank them enough for everything they've done.
So what sport's joining the friend group next? What do you think? We got a new year coming. Someone else got to join.
Honestly, I think we're nearly picked out of every sport at this point. So if anyone wants to come be friends, we're there. So yeah, no, it's so cool. It's honestly, but I think that's just the point of like college sports too. You know, like coming to this and having this experience, and like I've like coming from Ireland. Like I would never have went to a baseball game. We don't have baseball in Ireland. So like kind of coming here, it's just kind of so cool having that. And like going to like watch each other, like again, volleyball, we don't have that in Ireland. Like going to watch a volleyball game, like the atmosphere, and it's so intense in there, it's so cool. So I think just having those sort of experiences is just like knowing that like not everyone gets to have that, and that we do. It's so cool.
And one thing that you guys do is obviously you're hanging out outside of your sport, you're supporting each other at your own sporting events, and then you're also involved in something called Dream on 3, the Miami Dream Team that a lot of you guys are all involved in too. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, that is such an amazing group. Like, we did it last year, and with our dream kid Alejandra, and it was probably one of my most special experiences here. It was so cool. Like, obviously we're all such good friends, and being able to do that for a little girl, it was just insane. So yeah, no, and like we get to do it again this year, so it's so cool. I love doing it. It's just nice to be able to give back to like a community or give back to someone, like since we have the facilities here and we have the opportunity to do that, and like getting to do it with your best friends too is just, it makes it even better.
So special. Sara Byrne, Canes Golf, thanks for joining the show today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So much fun. And Canes, stay right there because we got more coming up on Canes All Access today. Coming up, another Hurricane athlete who's finding joy on and outside of her playing arena. Liane Lopez, 5th year senior with Canes Rowing. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so happy we have you on the show today. We were just talking off air before this about all the things you're up to, so really excited to dive into all that. Pun intended there. But let's break it down first. We got rowing. You're an athlete here at Miami. I know rowing is more of a spring sport, so talk to us. What does fall look like for your rowing athletes?
Of course, I like to kind of compare rowing to track and cross country. In the fall, it's more endurance training and long distance, and then in the spring, we're sprinting.
Okay, awesome. That's so interesting. And you're now going into your 5th year.
Yes.
So how does that feel? 5 years down, going into it now. What are your thoughts and feeling heading into this season?
I'm super excited. I think this is the year we're really going to make waves in the ACC, and this is the year to do it. We have a ton of seniors, a ton of 5th years, a ton of people who are extremely passionate about putting Miami rowing even on like a bigger point on the rowing map. And we're super excited, and we're just ready to get back into it.
And of course, the real reason that I wanted to have you on the show is more than just rowing, because this show is all about humanizing our Hurricane athletes and being more than an athlete. So one thing that you do is even when you're not in a boat on the water rowing, you're still in a boat on the water. Fishing, that is, though. So let's take a deep dive into this here. Tell me about this talent of yours in fishing.
Of course. So basically, I just grew up fishing with my family. My dad and I used to fish growing up, and then we opened our own charter boat business in New Jersey. And I went through a junior mate program that taught teenagers how to become mates on boats. So I did that for 5 years. And then when I was 17, I sat for my captain's license. I got my captain's license, and the next 2 following summers, I captained boats in tournaments in New Jersey. And then I came to UM, and it was the perfect fit because I was just surrounded by water, and the water is gorgeous and clear here. And then I got into diving and spearfishing, and it just took off from there.
And you're still very heavily involved in fishing, even though you're an athlete here at Miami. So what does the schedule look like for you in making sure you still find time to do what you love here on the water?
The schedule looks like row and school Monday through Saturday, and then do as much homework as possible. And if I finish my work, then I can go on Sunday or half a day Sunday to make it work.
And who do you typically go with? Do you do this by yourself? Do you go with friends? Have you gone with teammates before? What does that look like?
I usually go with my spearfishing friends that I've met in Miami since I've been here. And recently I've gotten like a 24-foot boat, so now I can go, which makes it really nice because it's really hard with my schedule to find people that can go exactly when I can go because I'm really busy. But now that I have a boat that I can go out in, it makes it really nice.
Slight flex, being able to have a boat here in South Florida, but I love that for you. That's incredible. Tell me, in this activity that you're doing, I know your Instagram bio says you'd rather be spearfishing. So is spearfishing your one and only love, or do you also do other activities in the water on your boat?
I love spearfishing, scuba diving, free diving. Recently, I've tried wakeboarding, and I'm trying to get into kite surfing, really anything to do with the water. And that's one of the reasons why I got into rowing, taking my love for fitness and the water and putting it together.
And you just said it there. I mean, you love the water, whether it's rowing, fishing, whatever it might be. But being in this capacity of, you have rowing, you have school all throughout the week, and then you're able to hopefully get on your boat on the weekend. Is that kind of an escape for you? It's the same arena that your sport is in, but it's a different activity. Is that like peace of mind for you? What is that like?
Absolutely. Just being on the water and being in the water and diving is so relaxing. And I think just like being in the water, being surrounded by nature really is like a stress relief, but it's much more than that. It makes me just feel at home and like at peace. And even if I have a ton of exams and things coming up and a really hectic rowing schedule the following week, to like take a break and to refresh and recharge so I'm ready to tackle the next week's load.
And going off of that, what would you say your favorite part of fishing is?
My favorite part of fishing is definitely fighting the fish, and then my favorite part of spearfishing is seeing the fish and lining up on it and shooting it and then getting it to the boat. Like, doing that successfully is difficult, so when you can do it, it makes me so happy.
And let's break this down further, because I think a lot of people are, I don't know, maybe just me, sometimes you think of fishing as, la-di-da, throwing your line and you're just chilling on a boat, but this is quite intense what you do with spearfishing and more. So break us down, maybe your favorite moment catching a fish. What did that look like?
I like to mutton fish a lot, so you'll drop a live bait down on like a 200-foot wreck with maybe like a 20-ounce sled or a 16-ounce sled, depending on the current. The current in South Florida is really strong compared to New Jersey. And then you kind of wait, and I keep my thumb on the spool of the reel to really feel when the fish is like engulfing it. And then then if he like takes it or I feel him there, then I kind of feed him the line so he gets the bait in his mouth. And then once he like starts taking it more and I'm confident that he's there, then I can like lock up the reel and start reeling. And then the mission is, let me reel as fast and hard as possible without breaking this fish off. But also there's like most likely bull sharks surrounding that fish. So you need to get the fish up quickly or you're going to get sharked.
As you laugh.
Yeah.
No big deal, right? No big deal. Oh my goodness, this is insane. And you're incredible. The fact that this is just your little side hustle and makes sense that you're studying accounting, right?
Yeah.
You would never guess. So fun though. As we reel in this little segment here, tell us, what do you think fishing has taught you? More than just obviously how to catch a fish.
It definitely has taught me patience and to fine-tune your craft. You can always get a little bit better at something, and then if you keep getting better and better and better, you'll become really good at it, and that applies to like anything.
Amazing. Life, sport, rowing, fishing, whatever it may be. Liane, thanks so much for hopping on the show today. I had a blast breaking down fishing with you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Oh my goodness, it was so fun. And Cane fans, make sure you catch Liane and the rowing team through all of their activities this fall and spring, of course. That's all the time we have for Cane's All Access this week. Stay tuned for more episodes where we break down meeting the humans behind the Hurricanes jerseys. Till next time, I'm Cameron Dobbs, and as always, go Canes.